I generally don't know how to go stage now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Rangers. This is so fun. You guys staying there for the whole thing? You're welcome. What's going on? We have these Power Rangers, but we have some actual Power Rangers who I know you're excited about.
What?
Yeah, that's your turn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I have a round of applause starting from this side over here? Starting round of applause now. Let's bring it all the way across. And please welcome to the stage, David, Yost, Walter, Jones, and who's the third one? Jason, Tim, Frank. There's too many Davids in their names.
Just clap, come on. Yeah, I know what you were going to say. Come on up, August. Oh, they are here. We've been working a very long day.
Do they? I'm sorry.
Hey!
Hello, welcome to the cinema. Have we got any more coming with you?
They're back.
Oh, well, we'll have a chat.
We don't want them.
It's Walter. Walter.
Hey.
Anybody know what time it is? That's what I'm talking about right there.
Absolute professional.
Hey.
Ian, welcome. Yeah, I just let them stay. That's on me. I feel
I like them there.
it's just a great photo opportunity for anyone who's pointing a camera, which is most of the audience right now. I said to you backstage, you guys are probably very used to this, but I've never seen so many Power Rangers in one place. Is this just day to day for you guys?
Seems to be. I mean, we've been at it for 25 years now.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of
25 years.
Yeah.
27 really for us.
Oh my gosh. 27.
1992.
Yeah, I'm only 24 though. That's so weird.
And, that's the thing though, when you work that hard, you just age backwards. That's how it works. So is it really? Because you guys are my Power Rangers, like definitely the ones I like grew up with. So, and I'll be honest, I watched it still. Like you've always been my guys. Like those first early seasons are the ones that when I think about it, absolutely. And yeah, you've got an absolute legacy, and you guys that started that. How's that feel?
It feels amazing. I mean, the fact that we have a show that's been generational. You know, the fact that the parents watched it, your parents watched it with you, and now you watch it with your kids, and we have fans in 40 countries and of all ages. It's so much love. It's so happy. We thank you. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So
Okay, thank you.
props to you guys.
I assume that the colours are on purpose right now.
Not really.
Accidental.
You are wearing
Not
blue.
really.
Yeah.
I do wear blue a lot, but not purposely, I would say.
I wear black a lot. I occasionally wear blue. It looks good on me.
Oh, really?
I think black's my favorite color.
I actually wear black a lot too. I'll wear black tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still wear black.
Yeah, you should do. You should, and you should like, well, hey, man.
Right?
Do you ever get in trouble for wearing like the wrong colours? Because we were just chatting to Ivana Lynch from Harry Potter, and she said that she was wearing a green dress today, and everyone was going, "You're wearing Slytherin colours." Do you ever get in trouble if you wear like bright red or bright yellow or bright pink?
I don't think so. It might be mentioned. Yeah, if I was wearing red, they'd be like, "Hey, you're not the Red Ranger."
Yeah.
But whatever, it's all good.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Like we're just saying though, like it's amazing. And I think one of the great things about Comic-Con and like what all you guys do is they're not just shows that disappear. They're shows, like you say, that have such big legacies. Like I told my friend's kids I was meeting Power Rangers this weekend, and they're like 5 and 8 years old, and they now think I'm the coolest man alive. Like for them, that is the biggest thing in the world, and it's just like. How do you think, when you look back in those early series, and I'm sure you're young guys, and you probably feel like you're just getting paid to do what you love, and now, yeah, like you say, 27 years later.
Still young guys, still young guys.
Yeah. I saw him coming, I got distracted.
There he is.
GQ. Trying.
JDF GQ.
What's up, buddy? Or hi.
Hey.
Welcome again. Now, He has just ruined the thing. No, we've just said they're in their colours, and then you've come out just very, very well turned out.
No, just gray, representing blue. Representing the blue. Look, you got the memo, and I told him the shoes I'm wearing, he's wearing the same shoes. Yeah, and I even got blue socks.
Do you guys see each other? You must see each other all the time still, like with stuff like this, or do you not see each other as much as maybe we all think you do?
It varies. David and I live in the same state, so both in the same city, in Los Angeles. But everybody else has grown older, and they have families, and they move to different places. So we see each other often at Comic Cons, and so when you see us together, we see us together.
We actually got a chance to hang out a lot, so it was a good time. Normally on Fridays there's Comic Con, but yesterday we just hung out and played shuffleboard, and me and Dave were a team, and Walter was his own team, and I mean we won, but it's kind of a hard game. Yeah. Well, Dave got more points than me. I was just there. Yeah, I got 4. All right, fine.
Who's keeping count? Oh no! Look at this. We realise we've got a very limited amount of time with you guys, so very soon we are going to open the floor to questions. So please be ready for that. But genuinely, you're going to get obviously all the usual ones like highlights and stuff like that.
I've got a question.
Oh, go on.
I want to know, so because obviously, Jason, you do a lot of martial arts and stuff. You've continued your stuff online and everything. Were you all martial arts specialists when you got the roles? Or?
I studied martial arts as a child. I was the Pee Wee Michigan State champion, so I studied Ishinru when I was a kid for about 4 or 5 years, and but I hadn't studied since, but I still have muscle memory from all my moves. So as time went by on the show, my skills got more perfected. So and we had amazing stunt guys, so I learned things from Jason Frank, from Austin St. John, from some of the stunt guys. They are many different styles, and I learned stuff from everybody, so it's cool.
It's amazing.
And I was actually a competitive gymnast growing up most of my life, so that's how I got it.
Actually realised I knew that because my mum used that to get my brother to do gym.
Oh really?
Yeah. So he did it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Not as flexible.
No? Yeah, so I mean when we auditioned we had to have some kind of a physical ability, whether it be martial arts, dancing, or gymnastics. That was one of the requirements, so we all kind of come from different backgrounds.
Yeah, I've been training since I was 4. And then when I got the role, I auditioned and did a heck of a kata. But then when I came to the show, these guys were kind of flipping and doing back handsprings, and I was like, oh Lord. So yeah, these guys helped me out a lot. But I know I say this, but I really like the hip hop keto because I'm like a traditional martial artist, and I thought it was fun, and nobody does that in the world. And I thought that was really cool. Austin had his own style. Tweed, David, and Amy were, great at gymnastics and put some kicks and punches, and it just looked really good. But nowadays, on Ninja Steel and all the other shows, they do not let those guys fight.
Oh,
out
really?
of costume. No, they don't fight. Only in costume.
Oh, is that just health and safety? Or
I just think it's quicker filming. We had the chance to fight putties and So yeah.
Obviously, any series where you got big injuries doing all the stuff, or did you all come out quite unscathed?
Well yeah, that wasn't a fight injury though, but Jason, he got an injury on the movie.
Is this the one that shot in Sydney as well?
Yeah, it was shot in Sydney.
Yeah, that was big news down under, I can tell you that. Whoa! The idea that the Power Rangers came to Australia.
You're from Australia?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would say in general, none of the actors really got hurt, but our stunt guys, we hurt them, some of us. Not purposely, but on accident. I know one guy on the movie, he had a nose ring, a piercing, and I think it was Steve Cardenas kicked him, and it hit him right there, and it ripped his piercing out.
You generally can hear the audience go, ooh.
That's the one that always sticks in my mind.
At least it wasn't a nipple piercing.
Yeah.
It would have been far worse.
What's that one?
No, in the Power Ranger movie, when the the Tengu birds or whatever, it was one bird was coming in landing, and I did this jump spinning sidekick, and it looked like I really knocked the dude out. Yeah, that was pretty real, but I didn't mean to do it. When I came to the show, I had to learn Hollywood Kung Fu. I'll be honest, like I was like, and the stunt guy said, "Oh man, lighten up," and I didn't know really how, and then I had to learn to fight like that. So the stunt guy, I was really throwing my kicks, and he's like, "Kick me harder," and I was like, "Ah," and it came down, he's like, "Kick me hard as you can, mate," and I was like, "Okay." So when the bird was supposed to land on a line. Well, I committed to the kick, and he kind of overshot where he was, and the kick slipped, boom, hit him, and he was just knocked out, like, and then just came to it, and that actually ends up in the movie. That kick in the movie is the one that was the hard kick that slid up and hit him.
Well, I guess he couldn't do another take after that.
I went up to him, I said, "Was that hard enough, bud?"
They must be exhausting days as well, because acting, just a day of acting is exhausting, but when it's physical, like so physical as well, I don't know how you get up in the next day.
Well, you know, for me, I felt like the physicality of the show is what I most enjoy. I mean, like, I enjoyed acting. I mean, of course, acting is what I love, but when we had to do a fight, that was like exciting. It was like, all right, because the thing about it is we didn't have a lot of time. So it's not like we got to, in a movie, you get like a couple months or a few weeks to put something together. For us, it was like, come in, let's block it. You got a half hour to figure out what you're gonna do. They're gonna do lighting, and then we're gonna shoot it. And if you make mistakes, it was kept in. So a lot of times you would see us throw a kick and hit somebody, and we fall, but we get right back up. You know, like it wasn't like perfect. It was like I fell, I'm up, and I'm still fighting, and people are still coming at you. So it was intense, and as we grew the show, it got so much better. We just kept growing. I loved it.
Did you guys then have to figure out a lot of the fights yourself? There was, like, for choreography, or was there someone there who had it in their head and they went, right, this is what we're doing?
I think we had freedom at that time to say, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that. A lot more freedom than when I went back to Dino Thunder, put it that way.
Oh, really?
Went back to Dino Thunder, and we had to take a 2-week stunt class. 2 weeks mandatory before the work. I said, man, I already know how to do that. I already know how to do this. Stunt class. And then same thing with Ninja Steel. Like, so yeah, back then was a lot more freedom. But in Dino Thunder, they're like, you do this, that. I would still be like, nah, man, like, okay. So I think we had and Dave, with gymnastics and stuff, I think we had a lot of freedom. Some stuff was planned. But like the bow staff kata in the movie, that's just my kata that I teach around the world. And I just did that bow staff kata. And did it 32 takes or whatever it was.
Yeah, with my martial arts, it was hip-hop keto. So that wasn't something that somebody could say, all right, you're going to do this, and then add a dance move or whatever, and that had to be planned by me. We did have a stunt coordinator that would help us with technique on certain things, so or that would inspire us to do different kicks or different punches, but like you said, we had a lot of freedom. So I would walk on the set and like, give me 3 buddies, this guy's gonna come here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, jump. And Jason Frank used to come up to me sometimes and be like, bro, check it out, I think you could do this. Do a jump split kick, but before you land, you're gonna kick a third guy. And I did it. I was like, wow. I was like, oh. I saw that recently, and I was like, that's right, that was a pretty good kick, Nice.
I was just saying that to see if he couldn't do it, but he did. I was like, do that. Wow, that was good.
Well, a lot of the people that we've chatted to today have said that they don't really like watching themselves back on stuff. So a lot of people have said they don't watch them. How do you guys feel about that? Do you go back and watch them for fun, or?
If I did a triple kick in the air, I would watch that every day.
I haven't looked at, I don't go back and watch the show. I think fans make videos and they edit them together, and if I see that, I'll look at stuff and be like, oh yeah, I did that, and people will send me stuff in my DMs as far as Instagram is concerned, and so I'll see videos.
People send you videos in your DMs.
They do, but about Power Rangers mostly. And yeah, so that's when I get to see stuff. I'm like, oh, that's right, I forgot I did that. Because I don't spend a lot of time watching what I used to do. I like to create what I want to do.
Yeah, nice.
Good ethos. Good ethos.
Say what you just told me.
Well, what I was saying is Dave watches the season all the time. I used to go to his house and eat, and he'd be watching Power Rangers.
That's not true. No, I, like Walter, as an actor, don't like to watch myself, but, you know, as he's saying, a lot of you guys make these little clips and send them to us, and so I can tolerate that. But back in the day, we never would sit at home and watch, at least I wouldn't, sit at home and watch the TV show. What Jason was saying was that he filmed 132 episodes.
132, this guy don't even know, he's getting old. 132, 200.
Oh, I'm sorry. I filmed 200, but he was like 232 episodes, and I've watched each 10 times, so that's 2,000 whatever that he's watched himself.
That's not true, he's trying to get back at me, he always does. No, when I watched the pilot, I wasn't on the show, so I watched the pilot, and these guys were kicking, you know, Paul, I don't think Jason was on there.
No, Jason.
So I watched the pilot, I was so excited, I got the role, I was hired for like 10 episodes. I went home, told my brother VHS, because I got the pilot, I popped in the VHS, and I was like, oh, watch this. And he was like, and he knows my brother really well, but he was like, and then it ended, and then the, you know, whatever, and it turned like, you know, the VCR, and I'm like, what do you think? He's like, that was so stupid. And I was like, but he became my brother on the show, and CEO. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Short-lived on that, but he was my brother. Charming guy, tough guy. I could do this job. I was telling Walter, I could do this job. Hit the mark, real charisma, just hit the mark and go, you're my brother? And we're like, cut. Can you just be yourself, man? He was sweating, so nervous.
Amazing. Do you guys, like, because, again, you guys have done so many episodes, is there any sort of fights that stick with you? Is there anything where you're like, oh man, that was close, or anything like that? Or does it all just bleed into one after a while?
I don't know. I left after the first season, so I did the first 80 episodes or so, and yeah, Happy Birthday Zach is definitely one of my favorites. But I didn't fight much in that one. The fights that we did, I did the episode where I had to teach the kids hip-hop keto. So I did a whole kata and taught them that, and that was a lot of fun. That sticks out in my mind. But I just know that as the show continued, things got more and more complicated. We started doing stuff like at the part where we were utilizing props, like we utilized the swing set, or we're like jumping off the jungle gyms and that kind of stuff, and that was a lot of fun to me.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I don't know that I have any fights that I remember, just more the whole episodes.
Yeah.
Filming the episodes were a lot of fun. So, Power Ranger punks, when Billy and Kimberly turn into punks and get really mean at school, that was a lot of fun to film. There was one called Switching Places, when Billy and Kimberly switched personalities. That was a lot of fun, and then most of us enjoyed, were you in Food Fight? No? Sorry. Most of us enjoyed,
not even on t-shirts. Some guy came in like, where's the Green Ranger on the t-shirt?
It is really nice to watch the three of you just ripping each other. It's really enjoyable.
I'm just telling the truth. If you look at the Power Ranger movie, they got all this stuff. No Green Ranger. I know it's coming, probably a couple years, but that's how it was. It was the original. You know, they did all this photo shoots, all this merchandising, and I would tell my mom, I'm the Green Ranger. She'd be like, you know, I went to go buy this, but you're not on it. And that was the truth. It was always the 5, because the Green Ranger was added later, and then later on they did all the toys and all that stuff, and now I'm the only one on it.
Yeah, now look at you. We got it all over the place. See?
Oh, yeah, nice. Throwing up the colors.
Blue, red, pink, yeah.
I think that is about the perfect opportunity to throw into the audience, because again, if we don't let them ask questions, they will get angry. So if you've got a question, get your hand up. Whose turn is it, Beck? Is it mine? No, it's yours.
Yeah, it's fine. Here we go.
Basically, after you guys left the show, the internet wasn't so big back then. When was the first time you basically discovered again that the franchise was still like up and kicking?
I mean, for me, I would say probably 10 years ago. So I feel like, you know, we kind of left the show and it sort of, I feel like it died out a little bit, but then suddenly there was this resurgence like 10 years ago. I don't know, maybe you guys just started it. You're in your 20s and 30s now, and it's like, you guys are...
Finally got the money.
Yeah, finally got the money, that's right.
The weird thing about that though, when you say resurgence though, it's interesting now that when it first came on, it was on TV and you had to watch it and record it if it was on. Obviously then now, YouTube, everything like that, we can suddenly find all those things we loved.
Right.
And like, it's amazing that you really, those sort of things that really stay, people search out, like you guys obviously would have done the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when Netflix kicked in, it changed the whole thing because for a long time, Power Rangers was on TV, and it was on TV originally Monday through Friday, then it was Monday through Saturday. It was on 6 days a week, and as time went by, it changed and we moved on to seasons. But when Netflix came out, all of a sudden everybody can watch it from the beginning till now, and I think that opened up a whole different form of binge watching. You know, people were like, apparently it takes, to watch the entire seasons, it takes a week and 3 days to watch every single episode if you watch the back-to-back.
Really?
That's a long time.
Huge.
That's a big part of your life, and a lot of people do. They watch from the very beginning to now, and that's a lot of originals. But
it's incredible. It's like you say that we all loved it when we were kids, and when you get something like Netflix, I mean, I don't have kids, but as soon as I do, I'm like, and here's all the cartoons you will enjoy. Here's all the kids things you will enjoy. Like it's such a good thing to give to another generation, and the messages of them are always so good as well. Like it's got that sort of heart to it that means you can share.
That's absolutely what we had in the very beginning as well. I mean, because at that point, in the establishing of the Power Rangers, we in the very beginning, when we fought the Putties, we could do head hits. So we would kick into the face, pow, you know, like, and all of a sudden they said, oh, it's too violent. So we had to cut back. So then we could only kick to the chest and do body blows. And then what they did at that point is they made sure that every message and every script was important. So it was always about something positive. And then we had PSAs that talked about bullying and about staying away from drugs and littering and saving the world. So I think, that positivity was definitely more prevalent in the original series.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, hands up, we'll come, They're always wearing a uniform every time.
Hi gentlemen, good to see you again. I got a question for all three of you. I'm just wondering if, let's say, of course everyone knows that JDF already did the Bed in the Sun video. Would you three be up for cooperating together perhaps in the future?
Yeah, we're talking. I'm talking to Aaron. I just talked to him about doing something really nice for the fans. I don't think I can wait for Hasbro or Saban anymore. And he's got some big plans for stuff. And if I was the producer and if everybody was okay for it, I would do something for your age group. Not, you know what I mean? And not R-rated, but give you guys something like we were talking the other night. Why don't you all put us in the movie? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like just a one type of thing. And if you notice that, people are like, whoa! People would have freaked out more. And I think people try to kill the real stuff and try to reboot it. But I don't think you can reboot Power Rangers. You all remember us from that and from the original. So we're talking about that. But yeah, I mean, Bat and Sun, it's great. I mean, you know, they do a lot of cool stuff. And
we were talking about this earlier, though. There is now that big want, not for something to be rebooted, but to grow as if like that time away, something happened between. I think everyone would love to see where you guys would be at if like you were given this power when you were younger, where you are when you're, everyone loves that sort of story.
I think my character, Zach, would probably be in Belgium eating waffles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? Triple kick a waffle. And that is a slogan I want to see on a t-shirt.
But the thing is, I was going to say, they're all in good shape. We're all, you know what I mean? It's not like we just
doing a slow motion shot and like, you know.
But the brand, as far as with Hasbro, I think it's gonna drop the ball a bit because in a year and a half, if a movie comes out, it'll take like a year and a half to do. Like I did Bloodshot. Vin Diesel filmed Bloodshot, you won't see it until 2020. So there's a gap, which is gonna be like a year and a half to 2 year gap of new content. So that's where Bat in the Sun comes in.
Always on the any more questions? Hands up, please. We got Roy. Yeah. Oh.
Hi guys. I wonder when you auditioned for the roles, what was the brief that you got? It's quite difficult to explain Power Rangers before seeing it. How was it explained to you?
So when we were auditioning, what did we get?
So when you're auditioning, did they explain to you what Power Rangers was? Because it's quite hard to explain to other people.
Yeah, I would say in the beginning, we didn't really know. The show, when we first auditioned for the TV show, it was called Phantoms. It wasn't even called Power Rangers. And then it became Dino Rangers, and then it became Power Rangers. But so, you know, I can't speak for anybody else, I didn't really understand what I was auditioning for. It never said in the original breakdown, like Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, it didn't talk to any of that stuff. Costume characters, it was just
I feel like Lycra!
Yeah. So in the beginning, we just came in and read lines as the character, but not understanding the superhero aspect of it at all. And then as the auditions kind of came about, we'd have to start doing more physical stuff. And then when it really came down to the end and we got the roles, that's when they started explaining the costume part. And then I still didn't understand it until we started filming it, and then when I saw the first pilot cut together, then I was like, oh, still didn't understand it, but I kind of had a better clue. And just so you know, I still don't understand it, or why everybody likes it so much, but thank you.
Well, if you've got about a week and a half, you can binge it on Netflix.
Yeah, right.
Dave had the hardest lines. The hardest lines. Oh, you know, I mean, he had the hardest lines of all time.
Yeah, it was so difficult. It was like,
But he nailed it though.
yeah, he would kill it. I just remember him saying, "That is most prodigious."
Affirmative, yeah. No, my favorite is a fully sentient multifunctional automaton. How prodigious. There we go.
How prodigious, doesn't it?
Still nails it, didn't he? He said that like a man who had to learn that so yeah.
But you guys have any the affirmative? He has a clothing line called Affirmative Clothing Line. Super cool because that's what he was known for to say, and it was very smart that people know exactly what it is. But yeah, I see him everywhere I go. I see those shirts, Ranger shirts.
Yeah, they're
like
awesome, and they're comfortable.
Nice. We've probably got time for one or two more questions. So we got someone over there, and then we have some. Yeah, we'll. Might have to get it to come close, but we'll get through them.
Sorry guys, hi. So you guys were playing people in high school. Were you already like, because I was in middle school when the show was playing, but were you guys already out of obviously high school, and was it difficult for you to go, play somebody that was in high school if you were in college probably at that time?
Actually, I was the oldest cast member. And so I was already 26 when I did Power Rangers. So I was out of high school playing 16 and yeah, it's crazy.
Can I just say, I've just done the maths and you look incredible. Everyone in the audience just went,
whoa, yeah, no, it was crazy. I think Austin was the youngest. Austin was actually 17. So he was the closest to being a real teenager, yeah.
In the pilot, and then he was 18.
In the pilot, yeah. He was 18 in the series. But yeah, so, but I played younger characters throughout my whole career. So, I just remember thinking, okay, so this is a high school kid, I have to raise my voice up. So I talked way up here, hey guys, like that, and like, so to be really young, but.
Started just throwing slang in. Hey there, dudes!
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Well, hold on. About the voices, so strange you say that. Because when I see the Power Rangers, I'm like, oh my god, the way I talk. I had to do the Lord Draken, there's a part of me and Amy looking up, and we actually redid the ADR, and I was like, how am I going to sound like I'm 19 again? So I had to do that. What's important to me now is my friendship with all of you. I don't ever want that to change. That's how I sounded. And then one time I did acting, and Tammy's like, well, you sound like Tommy. And I was like, oh yeah, so the Lord Draken, I wanted to sound like that. So yeah, guys, all right. Yeah, cool.
So that's great about that. Your eyebrows, depending on your pitch, shift with it. It's really good. We're getting nods to the side stage, so there's a man over there who's had his hand up, but he's very far away, so if you can get close to the stage, that would be great for us. Oh, thanks guys. Yeah.
Someone hear me?
Yeah.
Huffington. Hey guys, thank you to come to us. I have a question, because you are Ranger now, but if you aren't, what is the show you want to be in if you have the opportunity today?
It's the classic, if you could be in any show, which would it be?
I would like to be on Doctor Who, and I would like to be a doctor.
Nice.
I already am a doctor, Dr. Oliver. No, I mean, if I go back in time, my ultimate favorite movie is Donnie Brasco. I love that movie.
Oh,
That's what Michael's
nice.
here. I love that movie. But I don't know. I don't watch a lot of television, to be honest, at all, except his episodes. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that one.
I think
Bloodshot. Vin Diesel stole my role. That's what it is.
I think if I was gonna be on a show right now, a show that I currently watch, I would probably want to be on The Walking Dead.
Yes. I've still got to catch up on the new one. I'm very excited. But that's a different conversation because we are out of time, guys. I'm very sorry. I know we could do this all day. So all you've got to do, we've had David Chaser Wallace here. So give him a lot of love.
Okay, stay right there if you don't mind. Us three are going to come out. We're going to do a panoramic shot.
Feel free to get on the sofa and we can stabilize you. So yeah, feel free to grab it on.
So this one, you got to freeze. So we're going to squat down a little bit. Freeze, because if you don't, your head will be chopped off. All right, so you got to freeze.
Right, it's going. Amazingly still there for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, they're here all weekend. Please go see them. They're just in the other room. One more time, give it up for our Power Rangers.
Well, I was going to say something, but I'm speechless. It's an honor to be here. I was here last year, and we're going to get some Belgian fries. Because they eat French fries. Belgian fries. Yeah! I've never heard that. Belgian fries!
And we'll be at our tables right in the room for the next half hour or so. So
Eating Belgian fries!
make sure you come see us.
Yeah, we're going to turn the stage around. Like I say, we're nearly at the end of the day. We have one more incredible DJ set coming up, which we can't wait for. We're going to turn the stage around. We've got lots going on tomorrow. There's still lots going on in the building, so please do check us out. Otherwise, stick around here for a beer and a little bit of music with us.